What's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a great Friday. Today, I'm going to be going over some news as well as price analysis regarding Bitcoin, what the next couple moves from the market might be. And I want to share this because we continue to see VeChain just killing it in terms of partnerships. This wasn't specifically a partnership between them, but it was a partnership between DNVGL and Tencent. If you don't know who Tencent is, it's basically the Facebook of China. They're a major company. They're huge over there. So basically, if you don't know what WeChat is, I think they have well over 1 billion users. So Tencent is the parent company of them, and they just signed a partnership between them and DNVGL. If we take a look here, it was one of the steering members, the CEO of Greater China region within DNVGL, that signed that partnership between them. And that is also a steering committee member, one of the advisors of VeChain. And it's really interesting because they do throw a little bit of a teaser in there that they will be helping Tencent, or DNVGL will be helping Tencent in the fields of blockchain technology, AI, digital transformation to create a new era. Now that sounds right up the alley of VeChain, with the technical fields of blockchain application and to create a new era within China. That's something that is a major initiative within VeChain and DNVGL. DNVGL, if you don't know, is basically like a parent company to VeChain. They own a bit of a stake in the equity of the company VeChain, and they are really big fans of them. Actually, they do everything that they can to promote them and add to their list of partnerships, and are probably the reason that they have most of them, or are the reason that they have a lot of their partnerships. But what I think is really interesting about this partnership is that given these carbon credits that DNVGL and BYD, another company within China that is actually like the Tesla of China, actually bigger than Tesla, and they are all working to create this carbon credit solution. Basically, it's like a reward to consumers, rewarding consumers who are more eco-friendly. For example, taking the bus instead of using their car, and just being more carbon eco-friendly. And this is also a business or enterprise solution as well. So both enterprises and individuals or consumers are going to be earning these carbon credits, and basically you can spend them at local businesses for groceries and stuff like that. And I would not be surprised if DNVGL tries to push for something like that onto WeChat, and that's where it could get really interesting. That's where VeChain is really going to take off, because you're going to see things like carbon credits going mainstream, and that's obviously tied directly into VeChain, given that these carbon credits are a cryptocurrency on the VeChain platform. So that is really that's my take on it. It's more of a cloud-based partnership. If you read the entire article here, I'll link it in the description for you guys, but it's more of a cloud-based partnership, so I don't want to speculate too much. But nevertheless, these type of partnerships are great for the adoption of VeChain, and at the same time, they do mention blockchain technology in there, so it's not exactly a long shot as well. So that's what I'm really interested in that for, and why you should be as well. And I also want to talk about this, that Facebook could be launching their own stablecoin for WhatsApp. Again, like I was saying with these apps, this is the main way to get consumers onto the cryptocurrency wave. It's not going to be through these junky wallets that someone has to download and download the entire history of the blockchain. It's going to be through apps that are already established, and that's how we're going to get the mass adoption of cryptocurrencies. So with Facebook, they're supposedly building a stablecoin to launch on WhatsApp. Going to be pretty interesting to see what they do with this, but there's no doubt, it's been confirmed multiple times that Facebook's been aggressively hiring blockchain programmers, consultants as well. And the other point that I wanted to make there was that if a new article like this would have came out in January, there's no doubt that would have had a major effect on the price sending it even higher. And it's just kind of interesting to see how the fundamentals of Bitcoin, with Bakkt, with Starbucks, with the Nasdaq, all continue to grow as the price just continues to fall off here. And whether that's manipulation or not, it's not really possible for us to tell. But there's no doubt that there's manipulation in the space, and that over the long term, cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. You can see here with all of these major companies, Tencent, Facebook, all starting to get into it. So, don't look at the short term. Don't look at the price sometimes. Unless you're a trader, it's better to just kind of buy and hold if that's your strategy. So, getting into the price analysis now of Bitcoin, we can see we are currently bouncing off this 200 moving average, this 200-day or week moving average, and that was right around this low 3000s. We did not breach into the 2900s. I do have this level drawn on the weekly chart here. You can see here we got support twice, and then it became resistance here. If we go down to a smaller time frame, so that's going to be a key level that I'm watching here. Lines up pretty well with if we go to the 4-hour chart, we'll really get to see what's going on here. So that's that level right here, and we can see here we bounced off of it twice. We saw resistance there, resistance, and then came back and consolidated around it just to go higher. So no doubt that that's going to be a pivotal level to watch here. I drew another bigger box here because we did see support here as well. So no doubt that that's going to be a key level. What's going on here with Bitcoin was that we were in this descending wedge, and that turned out to break bullish, and we were actually very oversold as well. So a lot of confluence right around this area that we were going to break out here. Would have been a nice trade to make, and I've actually been short here since this red box, just because this is going to be a major resistance level for us to get over. I'm not going to try and speculate on what's going to happen next, if we're going to break lower or higher. There's definitely a possibility that was not the bottom and that we could still go lower. Again, this is the key level to watch there. If we break below this weekly level, I do think we will start to create. We will break down and create new lows into the 2900s and lower. So that's just the levels that I'm watching. Again, if we can break above this resistance and then maybe retest, we have a very large gap to fill, and that's like if we were to go like this, stabilize with it, or retest I should say, this red box, and then we go higher, we have this whole big gap over here all the way up to about 5400. So if we do get above this, I'm just saying I'm not saying we will, but if we do, we have a large gap to fill here. We could go as high as 5400 in my opinion, if that does happen. So and again, if we do break lower, we probably could see lower lows as well. So that's just the levels that I'm watching. I'm not going to try and speculate on what's going to happen, but rather you should react when it does happen. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed this video, what you enjoyed the most, if it was my technical analysis, if it was this fundamental news on VeChain, or if it was just the daily news that was coming out. It does help me, and I'll be able to bring more content out that you guys actually want to see. So hopefully you guys again enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.